Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Emily Kuma. I am a pre-med student, skincare junkie, makeup lover, and foodie. And today I'm going to be showing you all my AM skincare routine, aka the skincare routine that I do before I do my makeup. I think this is really an important step because you want to make sure that your skin is glowy and healthy and fresh before you put on a bunch of makeup. I think it makes a world of a difference. So without further ado, let's get started. Today, I just kind of want to go for something that's light, something that's more rejuvenating because we will be working with a lot of different things later on in terms of shooting. I'll be putting on a lot of makeup. So today I wanted to go for a little bit lighter, replenishing skincare. So the first thing that I always do is I wake up, I drink a cup of water, and then I make sure that I wash my face with a cleanser. I use a different cleanser at night versus when I need to put on makeup because one of them is like a heavy cleanser and it gets all of the makeup off, or at least that's something that I've found helpful for me. And then the other one that I use is more of a kind of brightening thing. It's still a gentle cleanser, but I noticed that it brightens up my skin a lot more or a lot better than the other one. The two cleansers that I like to use are these two. This one is the Belief Aqua Bomb Jelly Cleanser. This is the one that I use at night because this was like a water-based sort of cleanser. I usually do oil-based cleanser and then I do an aqua-based or water-based cleanser, and this is really good for deep cleaning and daily use. It's super gentle on my skin, but it gets the job done, so I really like that. And then for the morning, this is the one that I normally use, is this Momopuri cleansing wash, and this one has like peach water in it. This is more of like a glowing effect. It's almost like a skincare mask inside of a cleanser as well. Very gentle, it's super smooth and soft, it's very soothing. And I like to use this just because it makes my skin look so much more refreshed. First thing, once you get everything all washed, you have used your cleanser, you're feeling refreshed, you're gonna go ahead and use a facial toner. This one is the Trader Joe's Rose Water Facial Toner that hydrates and refreshes. I like to use mists just because it's so easy to quickly spritz around your face. It's great throughout the day. I just go ahead and usually just spritz my face. And the number of pumps or spritzes that I do really depends on how dry I'm feeling. Today I feel like my skin is extra dry, so I want to make sure it's like almost like I'm just wetting my face with this solution. So that's why I did like, I don't even know, like 5 spritzes. But I just like to, once I put it on, I like to tap it in like this, tap, 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 tap. You never want to go down. Gravity is always pushing down in your skin, so you want to move up like this. Alright, once that's fully absorbed into your skin, I want to go ahead and I always want to put some sort of lip balm because my lips tend to get really dry. It's not too bad, it's in spring, so it's not like super dry like it would be in winter. So I'm just going to go ahead and really quickly put on this coconut lip balm right here. This is the lip balm by Wish, and I just like to use this because it's super easy to put on. It's not super heavy duty. It does do its job, but I tend to get really, really dry lips sometimes. And so when I have like a really bad day in terms of lips skin-wise, I'll use this Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I especially love to use this when I put on my foundation and I'm just about ready to put on a full face of makeup because I want to use lipstick, but once again my lips dry out so fast, especially if I have like a matte lipstick. So what I do, you can kind of see it's kind of like a gel, I guess, and it comes with a cute little spatula, but I don't have with me at the moment, but you can kind of scoop it and then put it on and then mix it with lipstick. And that normally helps if you're wearing lipstick throughout the day. But so this would be the lighter version of moisturizing your lips. And this would be the product to go if you want something a little heavy duty. So we've got the toner on, we've got our lips on. Now it is time to do a moisturizer. And for moisturizers, there are 2 types of moisturizers that I use. One is the MAC Prep and Prime Moisture Infusion Serum Hydrant. I like this one because it's super convenient. I just put a couple of pumps and then you just put it in. I normally do this in one of my many steps of prepping my dry skin before makeup, so that's always good to do when you're putting multiple layers of makeup on. And then this one's kind of more of a nighttime thing that I use, but this is called the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. It's kind of like a lighter jelly, as you can see, almost like a water-like texture, and I really like to use that. If I know I'm going to put makeup on like while I'm doing this, then what I end up doing is before I put on the moisturizers, I may not even need the moisturizers after I do this, but I'll use a sheet mask and I'll just kind of let it sit there for 15 minutes, either read the Bible or I'll just kind of check my emails and just have like a nice quiet space for me to just relax in the morning. I always have such a busy schedule and I love putting in little times of rest and breaks inside of my skincare routine because you want to replenish your skin, but you also want to replenish, your mind. This is the one that I use once in a while, every blue moon and special occasion. This is called the Lapkus Daily Skin Mask Honey. So actually these can be used for daily purposes, but I am not rich, so I use it once in a while, sparingly. And this is the honey one. Oh, that smells so good. I don't know if it's just me, but I love the smell of skincare products. But only I don't like the ones that obviously smell like chemicals, but I like the ones that smell like natural. And this one has like a slight honey sweet scent to it, and that's just so, it's so rejuvenating. Love that, relaxing. And I'm trying to currently open this. It's got a lot of, I don't know if you can even see, it's jam-packed with nutrients. I like that. All right, the tip when it comes to applying skin masks or face masks is you always want to start from the middle and then work your way out because you don't want to trap all the air bubbles and you want to get as much surface area as possible when you're putting it on. You paid good money for the skin mask. You want to make sure, why do I keep saying skin mask? Face mask. You want to make sure that it's touching your skin as much as possible, right? That's what these are for. So I'll go ahead and I'll just kind of do this, right? I'll start from the middle. I'll kind of make a line here just to almost paste it on by pushing it that way, like so. I just need to align everything. I think I placed this a little too high. Bring that down. And make sure my nose, everything here is all fully placed on, right? Like this. Move outwards and up, outwards and up. Right. As you can see, there's not really too many bubbles here, which normally there would be. I think this part ripped. We're gonna work with what we have here. There we go. Yeah, and you can kind of go ahead and as you apply it, sort of massage your face up. Once again, you never want to go down because gravity is always moving down, so you go up, right? Outwards and up. There we go. And as you can see, there aren't really, this is like where it overlaps, but that's totally fine. But there's not really any huge noticeable bubbles because I put it from the inside out. So I'm already feeling more relaxed. Great. And this one has a lot of serum, so I just go ahead and I kind of massage it in my neck. You also want to move up, right? Never down. So I just kind of do this with the extra that I have, right? Yeah, there's still like so much on my hands. It's okay, it's a good bargain. We love that. And then up, and out, up, and out. I was watching on YouTube this other esthetician and some dermatologists, and they say it's good if you get your knuckles like this and you kind of massage up like this, like so. Oh, I was watching a interview with the founder of Tatcha, and she said like her esthetician friend or something like that does this to kind of massage, sort of define your jawline, kind of relaxing. Or maybe you just are too tired, you just want to let the mask do its thing. That's totally a-okay too. Now I'm going to go grab my phone. I normally don't like touching my phone because your phone has bacteria, you don't want to touch your face and your phone at the same time. But my Q&A questions are on there, so I will go grab my phone and once again I will be right back. All right, so since I have my skincare mask on and it's gonna be 15-20 minutes that I leave this on, I thought it would be the perfect chance to go ahead and go through some Q&A questions. So I actually, a few days ago before I made this video, I had an Instagram story post asking some of my followers, friends, and family some Q&A questions that they wanted me to go over. And so I have a list of these and let's start. So the first question is, are you a morning person or a night owl? I feel like I'm a night owl, not by choice. Like I just always have so much work to do, and I feel like there's a certain like minimum that I always have to get done for the day, because it's like, I don't know if you guys can understand or like relate to this, but as a pre-med student, there's like this pancake analogy where you eat 10 pancakes a day, but if you don't finish the 10 pancakes, whatever you didn't finish gets scooped up to the next day, and so you have to eat more pancakes a day. And it's just like, I'd rather get the 10 pancakes and eat them like day by day than just not do much work here and then do so much work that's unbearable. So that's why I stay up late, so I can just finish everything for the day, feel satisfied, and just be done, you know what I mean? But if I could choose, I really love waking up in the morning, like early morning if I can, and just going outside, smelling the fresh air, just really enjoying and meditating and relaxing before my day. So by choice, morning person. As of right now, unfortunately, night owl. My next question is, what made you get into pageanting? So for those of you who don't know, I like doing beauty pageants in my free time, and it's not really like the stereotypical beauty pageants that I like to do. I think beauty pageanting has changed a lot since the beginning to where it is now. I think right now it's more about holistic beauty, your character, your kindness, you know, your community involvement. I feel like those attributes are more what is considered beautiful rather than just your physical attribute. And I really enjoy that because I think beauty really does lie in whatever's inside, like your character and how you treat other people. And so, yeah, that's why I've really come to love it. Just pageanting, the competition, as well as the sisterhood and the fellowship that I get. I really think it's an amazing community. So if you ever, have the chance to, go for it. It's really fun. The next question is, do I still want to be a doctor? Yes. I am a pre-medical student. I am a senior at my university. I'm just about to wrap up, and I very much so still want to be a doctor. I've actually lost several family members that were really close to me from cancer, and just the phenomenal work that the medical teams who have been, nursing them back to health has really left an impact on me, and I want to do the same for others. I feel like life is so short, and if there's something that is worth doing, it would be to help other people. And yeah, I feel like this is the career for me. Fave skincare product. There's so many different skincare products that I feel like I need because I just have such a big acne problem, so I can't really choose like one favorite one or one that I can't live without. But I think the one that's like maybe the most luxurious, like the one that I enjoy the most, is probably like sheet masks, because like I don't even have to do anything. It's just so relaxing. It feels like cold to the touch, soothing. It's like very smooth. And I can do whatever the heck I want. Like I can work and like study and do what I need to do while taking care of my skin. It's so effortless and it feels luxurious. So win-win for me. Next question. Do I love my job? Yeah. I am working part-time at an optic clinic as a medical assistant. I still feel like when it comes to the time where there are patients that are really thankful, that have been struggling and have a lot of conditions that they're struggling with, that heartfelt thank you, knowing that you're making a difference and that, they appreciate that you're there to help them. It's really such a gratifying feeling. Like it just makes you want to go out and help more people. And I just love that. I just love knowing that I can do the best I can to serve my community, to serve those that are in pain, like some people who, are my family members. Like I've had family members with chronic pain. And so just being able to make a difference in that way, person by person, patient by patient, it's so gratifying. So in all the pros and cons, yes, I love my job. How and where do you prefer to study? I don't like to study at home, which kind of sucks because quarantine for a full year has definitely put a rut in my plans. But, optimal place to study would be like a cute cafe, some jazz, lo-fi music playing in the background. You know, I have my cafe latte on the side. I've got my books. I'm just writing some aesthetic notes, you know, the college study aesthetic vibes. I'm the kind of person that loves listening to lo-fi and like watches like the study with me, so you already know what kind of person I am when it comes to studying. But yeah, I think going outside just kind of stimulates my mind more into a work setting and just coffee and the whole ambiance of a cafe. So I love studying at cafes. Have you ever had a hidden dream? If so, what is it? This right here is probably like a hidden dream that I've always wanted to do, but never really had the opportunity or the resources to do. And by that, like, I've always wanted to do like YouTube videos. I think as a kid, I used to really be inspired to try pursuing acting. Like I would get I get scouted, big difference. I get scouted a lot, but never really made it super big or had the chance to financially afford acting lessons. And so for me, I just was able to, you know, focus on studying in academics rather than doing that. But, you know, secretly in my heart, like I feel like my personality, I love people, I love teaching people things and interacting, you know, screen to audience. And so I feel like this kind of stuff is something I've always wanted to do. And as I got older, I got really into skincare, you know, health. I want to be a doctor in the future. So all of that melding in with, you know, YouTube, I feel like this is the perfect dream come true. So very thankful to V Vonderland Cosmetics. Thanks everyone for having me here, and I look forward to showing you all some makeup tricks and tips, some skincare information, and just my lifestyle. Okay, and the last question is, I always see you get Starbucks. What's your favorite drink? So for those of you who don't know, I am kind of a caffeine addict. I love teas and coffees and all the whole shebang. And so yeah, I also like boba too, but I haven't really been getting boba as much because of the tapioca pearls. But anyways, my favorite drinks, 2 drinks at Starbucks that are caffeinated would be one, the classic matcha latte that's either hot or iced. If it's iced, I like to put coconut milk in it just because it's like that extra natural sweetener. Or for coffee, I love cafe lattes hot. There's just something about warm milk. I used to be barista, by the way. And it's slightly sweeter. I love the smoothness of frothed milk, and just, I like how the espresso shots are kind of strong. So you've got that little bitterness with the creaminess, and it's so simple, but it's so good. So I always love getting the cafe latte. And for non-caffeinated drinks, they're, you know, obviously sometimes when I want a little pick-me-up, but I don't want to stay up bouncing off the walls until like 5 a.m., I normally choose the the passion fruit tea, or the passion tea with light ice with no sweetener and no lemonade, because I also don't want like a ton of added sugar to anything that I drink. So those are my top 3 picks from Starbucks. I think I've pretty much answered all of the questions. There's 5 more minutes, so I'm just gonna sit here and chill, and I'm gonna take off my mask.
A few moments later.
All right, it's been about 15-20 minutes. I think it's time to go ahead and take off the mask. Yep, as you can see, very moisturized. There's still a lot of that extra serum. I just want to go ahead, dab some on my neck, and then kind of tap like this to make sure that it really gets into my pores and is well absorbed. Alright, so I've got everything all tapped in, feeling very moisturized, very refreshed. If I don't do this sheet mask, once again, I did say that I was going to use either one of these. They both have the same consistency of like gel though, but those 2 that I just showed for the moisturizers have the same consistency as the sheet mask, so you can kind of use either or at your own leisure. And the last step that I always do before I finish up everything in my routine is super hydrating eye cream from Trader Joe's. And I know some of you who are listening and you guys are like, oh my gosh, eye cream is so expensive. But this one is actually pretty cheap. It's definitely less than $10. I think it's around $6. But it's great because you can use it daily, morning and night. And it says gently apply by lightly tapping small amount around the eye area morning and night. So I always go ahead and do this morning and night. I have another eye cream from Tatcha that I use that is kind of almost like a concealer as well, so I love using that for makeup. But if I'm just doing a skincare routine and I'm gonna put on like a light BB cream after, like a sunscreen, then I don't need to go all out. So I do this, right? Put it on my pinkies and then kind of do a little double action right here. Go underneath, dab, 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 dab. Don't want to smear my sensitive eye tissue right here, or under eye skin tissue, right? So just dab, 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 dab. Make sure it doesn't go in the eyes. Right, and then I'm gonna go above here on my eyelids. Close your eyes if you need to. Just make sure nothing goes inside your eye. And kind of just go ahead and do this as well. And that's it. Everything is all done. I went from washing, cleansing, toning, to moisturizing and skincare treatment like eye cream. All right, everyone, that's it for today for this video. This was my AM/pre-makeup skincare routine. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more tips. See ya!